Good afternoon, it's Tom Bentley here from the TB Yacht Broker YouTube channel, and I'm here today to show you another stock Manhattan 68 that we have here at the back of my office here in Poole. Now, a recent video of mine up on my channel of a Silver Oak Manhattan 68, one of the first to come out of the factory, has done quite well. We're kind of close to about 20,000 views on that video there. So obviously a brand new model for Sunseeker. So obviously going to get quite popular up on the channel. So this is actually the next boat out of the mould, and there's quite a few differences on the styling, on some of the specification items on this boat. So I wanted to show you this video so I can really show you some of those key differences as we walk through. Now, I've started at the front end of this boat, and as per my last video, you've got these wonderful stainless steel rails. A big difference from the old 66 is the middle rail here is actually a stainless steel tubular piece rather than just a wire. A key difference, and you may have already clocked it from this end here, is actually the hardtop on this boat is actually in black. Now, we've been doing this quite a lot recently on various different models, 76. In fact, if I just step over here, you can see a 76 with a black hardtop just over there. And there's actually an 86 just over there. So as you can see, it's becoming quite popular to change the colour of those hardtops. And actually you can see the radar chair and the actual radar is all done in black as well. Now, it really breaks up the side of the boat. It really kind of, obviously white boats have become a lot more popular of late, and I think the reason of that, the whole band has stayed white, is because you've got so much window space down the side of these boats now. You've got these big black pieces letting in all of this natural light that we can see here. So that really does split the boat up quite nicely and split that white up quite nicely. But then the black hardtop just adds another dimension to that as well. So we're going to go and have a look at that in just a second when we go up onto the Flybridge. But as I walk down the side of the boat here, you can see another big stainless steel piece, big flash up the side of the boat here. I did make a mistake in a previous video calling that chrome, so I do apologise. So thank you for the people that did point that out. But again, we've got nice big, as I've mentioned, pieces of window up here. The styling on this, there's loads of different shapes. I don't know if the camera can quite pick it up, but there's so many different angles in that gel coat just then. It really gives this kind of, it must, in terms of design, that must have been really difficult to get those shapes exactly right for that piece of mould. Coming down here again and again, we've got this big, nice big air vent here, carbon fibre with a stainless steel swish all the way through. You can see the cockpit area just to the back here, and as I walk a bit further back, just so you can gauge the whole back of the boat, and again this black piece here at the back just really emphasises the styling on this boat. Now, here at the back we've got a high-low platform. You could put probably up to a Williams 345 jet tender on the back here. Any bigger than that and you might have a bit of trouble walking around it. High-low platform is there obviously to drop into the water. You do have a swim ladder just up underneath this little door here, but to drop into the water and enable you to kind of swim on and off with ease. And actually up underneath this stairwell here, once this drops, there's a mounted set of stairs up underneath this platform, so that even if the platform was down, you wouldn't have a giant leap to get up to the next set of stairs. Now, while I'm here at the back, I'm just going to show you the crew cabin. I'm just going to pull on this door here, open this all the way up. You'll have to excuse, there's a couple of boxes and a couple of the covers down here just from when I was clearing up to do some photography bits earlier. But you've got a full height shower, toilet just in there. This boat, is, as you can see, is twin berth for the crew, and we've actually got a heater just there on the floor now that we're getting right into the winter in the UK, and a washer dryer just here on the left hand side, and plenty of storage up behind here. So space for 2 crew, and another storage piece up underneath this stair. If you'd watched my previous video, you'll know that actually this underneath here is actually a storage unit, and we've specifically designed this for 2 sea bobs. So there's a nice big storage area up underneath here, and you can see the drainage holes down in the bottom. If I just hold that with my knee, I can point to this piece here, because actually once this platform is down, this door actually hinges that way, so you can actually pull the sea bobs out into the water rather than dragging them across the teak, which is a fantastic piece of design. And again, if you'd watched my previous video, you'll know, and I'm about to open it in a second, but you'll know that up underneath here is a fantastic storage area. Sunseeker really thought about what they're going to be do with this area back here as a beach club area, as a play area. Once the tender's off, you've got all of this space and plenty of pieces in behind here to use to store flippers, snorkels, goggles, whatever it may be. So if I just run up here quickly and excuse the windage across the microphone and hit these buttons here, you'll see this come up to match the crew cabin door on those fantastically big stainless steel rams. Look at those, seriously powerful bits of kit. And here we go. So you've got just a little step here that you could sit on just there. You've got, again, shelves. You can put loads of fenders, lines just up here. You've got some really nice spot down lighting in the roof just above me here as well. And actually, we've got a full height shower as well. So if I just take a step back, you can see that shower, you'd be able to fit pretty much anyone up underneath that, no matter how tall they are, for a full freshwater shower there at the back. So really fantastic use of the space. This boat's got a full Mediterranean pack. We've actually got a little additional little shower just up underneath here. LED side deck lighting, and they'll follow all the way up these steps and all the way along the side decks as well. Obviously with that med spec, you get the big windlasses here, the big cleats here, but also further cleats down the bottom just there as well. And a key piece I'm just going to pick up while we're here, all of these tags that are there are used for the aft camper cover. They're actually there on the older models, they were all done in white plastic, but they're now back to stainless, which I think fits the styling of this boat really well. Nice big wraparound seating group just here. And on the video that I did on the previous Manhattan 68, I told you about a module that could fit up underneath these stairs. That wasn't on the previous video, but actually this one obviously now does have it. So we've got a sink just up underneath there, an ice maker just up underneath there, and a little storage unit just in behind there as well. So this is an option on the boat, but you can see it sits really snugly up underneath the Flybridge stairs. Nice big leafed table here at the back, and engine room access down underneath here. And as you can see, it's all one level, all nice and flat, all the way into the saloon area. That's why we've got this here at the bottom. This is drainage, so if there was ever water to come across the top of this cockpit area here, it wouldn't be going into the saloon. But it's really nice to see as one flat unit. Now, I mentioned the other Manhattan 68 was in the silver oak colour, and as we can see, we're in a much different colourway specification here. So this is actually the Wenge satin. So as you can see, a very, very dark coloured wood, but really, really smart. Really kind of brings out quite a lot of the key lighting features that are on this boat. This has been married with a very white colour here in the galley, a satin again, but the kind of contrast between the two works really, really well. Now in the galley, we've got these fantastically big fridge and freezer drawer units just down here, so loads and loads of space. I can set the temperatures on those drawers as well to different specifications. I've got a combi oven microwave, Miele down the bottom here, and a 4-ring burner just at the top. Dishwasher, storage behind here and also behind here. 2 sinks, which is a really nice key bit to have, and then I've got plenty of storage and obviously the Sunseeker crockery built into the top part here. The return on this kitchen serves as a nice way of tucking the kitchen away, but also gives you ample storage here for your Sunseeker glassware. And as you can see, we've got plenty of Sunseeker champagne glasses and whiskey tumblers as well. It also gives recess to a 20 bottle wine cooler that's just in there as well. Seating group opposite the galley with some really nice under lighting just there as well. You obviously would probably want to fit a table here, but we've purposely left this open so that it gives that reference of space. Obviously, if I was walking down here with a table, I might feel a little bit pinched, and being probably more of a Mediterranean spec boat, you would be tending to have most of your meals out here or upstairs. A decent bank of switches and lights just here, as you can see, and the Dometic air conditioning units. Some really lovely glass, as was already mentioned outside, but as you can see now that we're in here, really pulls a lot of the natural light in. All of these lighting strips that you can see are all on dimmable switches, but are also on mode settings as well. So you would have seen on that bank there were 1, 2 and 3, so I can set that to different styles of lighting all the way throughout the boat depending on what time of day it is. A bit further into the saloon area, we've got a lovely big TV just here. That is a fixed unit, and again, if you would have seen my previous video on this boat, the reason for that being is that if I sit here and if I just bring the camera down a bit further, just changing mode on my gimbal, you'll see that actually that space up underneath the TV is completely see-through, and that's because there is a portion of the window just down through there. So from your sofa in the saloon, you can actually see the sea from there. So a really lovely little feature that Sunseeker have done just there, and a really comfortable place to sit as well. Now, as with the previous model that we walked around, we do have the chaise longue up here. This is a modular piece, so it can be changed into a bit more of a settee, or you can fix a little table just at the top here. I'll just come round and show you that big seating group that I was sat on just now. So again, lovely underfloor lighting. Speakers all up in the roof, just here as well, obviously for that you can hook the TV into. Coming up to the helm area, you've got this lovely benched seat here, and obviously you've got a piece that you can fold down in order to make that nice and big, or depending on how you prefer your driving. Captain's door out to the side decks just there, and again, as we can see from previous models, the helm has dramatically improved for the Sunseeker Manhattan 68. We've now got this multifunctional wheel here, so you can really, a bit like you would have in your car, get to various buttons, and obviously these buttons will control the pages for your Simrad screens just at the top here. We've got space to plug in an iPad mini just here, so you can plug that straight into the port. So if you've set your waypoints already into your Simrad Go system app on your iPad, you can just plug that straight in and that will upload straight onto the screens. You've got a wireless charging port just up here as well. Your Sunseeker CMate system that runs, it's like the CPU of the whole entire boat if you like, and then you've got your proportional bow and stern thrusters just up over here. Really great visibility from where I am. Now 90% of the driving will be done from up top, but I've still got plenty of visibility space just here as well. A couple of little storage units just up underneath there. Coming down into all of the guest accommodation is forward on this boat. There's a private entrance to the master cabin. I'm going to turn right, and you've got the day head, which actually services the 2 twin guest rooms down here as well. So the day head, as you can see, nice big sinks, lovely mirrored pieces. toilet, and then you've got that shower head that's mounted right up into the ceiling with some lovely stone tiling on the shower itself. Coming back round, I'm looking into the first twin, and actually I've set the lighting in this to one of the different moods, and on the other twin I've set it to the highest power setting. So I'm going to show you the difference between the two mood lighting settings. So obviously, as you can see, this one in here is a little bit darker. Obviously that's there with the woods involved as well. But the lovely kind of tubular lighting up on that mirror, and the tubular lighting reflected into the reading lights as well that you can see. Now on the older Manhattan 66s we couldn't put these two beds together, but these beds will come together to make an occasional double, and that's reflected the same as I go past the stairs on this side. So those two beds can come together. Now you can see the difference in lighting between those two cabins. A lot brighter in here, so depending on how you prefer it. Plenty of storage on either side as well. As you can see, I've just put a few of the tubular heaters that we put on the boat in the winter just in there while I'm walking around. And you've got cloth blinds and some really nice big stainless chunky portholes out the window there, and just a little TV just on the left there as well. Going up to the VIP, you've got the VIP en suite just here on the left, and then into the main room. Now obviously with the natural curvature of the boat, obviously we're pointing towards one end, but that doesn't kind of take away anything from that size of that bed. Still plenty big enough for two people there. You've got loads and loads of storage all the way throughout the tops here as well, and behind that unit there, nice TV which blends in with this kind of gunmetal satin lacquer that they've put here on the headboard. Another big storage unit just in behind there, and some really nice backlit stainless steel shelving units just there. This lifts up, so there's just a bit of storage for suitcases and whatnots up underneath there, maybe a small hoover. And then coming up back into the saloon, we're going down into the master bedroom. So as I said, private entrance to the master, all understair lighting, and here we are into the master. Lots and lots of different textures in here. We'll see those as we're walking around. So if we look at this headboard, say for example, you've got kind of directional fabric just here with this headboard looking absolutely lovely, and these leather pieces in here as well, and then a bit of white lacquer from continuing from what we saw up in the kitchen actually, which sets itself against, like I say, these really nice tubular lights, and the edging all done in stainless as well. So lots and lots of different textures all the way throughout the boat, but it really does work. You see the same again on these pieces just here, lots of multi-directional pieces, and this as well. It's absolutely beautiful. So again, this is a massive, great big storage wardrobe. You can see the framing of the windows done in the same Wenge wood colour choice. All of these are individual drawers and storage units up underneath here. But the piece I really wanted to show you was actually this piece over here. Now again, this is a modular piece over here. I believe on the last boat that we looked over, it was two seats facing into each other. So now this is the office option. So you've got one seat facing into a desk, which obviously space for your legs to flick up underneath. Both of those become storage cupboards, and another small storage cupboard in behind the seat as well. So if you did do a lot of work away from home, as a lot of us are nowadays, you would be able to set yourself up an office just here. So a really great use of that space. And as well as that, we actually will have another hanging cupboard just in there as well, and some drawers and stuff, and sorry, some shelves. So you could use that as part of your office space. Nice big TV mounted into the wall there. And then we've got this bathroom. You've got electronics, heated towel rail just there. Again, nice big sink, beautifully lit mirror. See space to look straight outside. And a nice big shower here as well. So that's all the accommodation. We're going to head back up and out so I can show you the front of the boat, but also up onto the Flybridge as well. Now, it's been a bit wet on and off here in Poole today, so unfortunately I haven't brought all the cushions out. And again, apologies for the wind across the microphone. But as we walk up the side deck here, we've got cushions that would sit all around this area here, and as you can see, plenty of storage lockers up underneath here. This backrest of this seat will fold forward, and you can just see the stainless steel rails in behind here, because that forms a kind of Bimini style prams hood shaded area that comes over the top of this seating group area just here. Another sun pad area just up the front with folding backrests for kind of, well, feeling like you're laying there in the sun. And then you've got some fantastic storage lockers just up here as well. I'll walk down this side of the boat. To bring us all the way around. And then head up this lovely lit staircase up onto the Flybridge. And as you can see, I've just moved some of those cushions up underneath the black hardtop there, just mainly because we had a few spits of rain earlier. So we've got nice big wet bar here, and that's obviously serviced with a grill, sink. Up underneath here we've got a fridge, an ice maker. All of this is a seating group all the way around here, and obviously with the same Helm area just up here as what we've seen downstairs, and obviously the visibility is 10 times what we had downstairs. If I walk backwards, you'll see that black hardtop in all its beauty, and obviously this piece here in the middle comes all the way off, so you get an open top if you should need it. And then you've got another canopy that comes out of this piece here to cover the area I'm currently stood on. If I swing round so you can see that area, and actually up underneath this here, this is actually a set of removable sunbeds that would sit across this area here. We really wanted to give clients an absolute choice of what they wanted to do with this area here. So there's an option to spec in obviously these beds, there's an option to have it completely clear, there's an option to have a table up here if you so wanted to as well. So really making it unique to the owner. Heading back down the stairs. So that's a tour of a Wenge Manhattan 68. This boat is available. It's currently sat just outside the back of my office in Poole. You can contact me directly on 07931 418 367 or email me tom.bentley@sunseekerpool.com.